Before coming to Dr. Neville, I had been struggling with chronic fatigue for at least a decade. The last couple of years have been debilitating brain fog where I couldn't work, forgetting names, forgetting dates, just basic stuff. Was very, very scared. Doing all of this research, working with the right people, and just still feeling alone and afraid and misunderstood. I had worked with a couple of functional doctors who unfortunately just threw a lot of supplements at me. They threw subcutaneous peptides and hormone replacement therapy. So I was on testosterone, I was on 2 different types of thyroid medication, and still not feeling any better. Working with Dr. Neville and the care team has been so life-changing for me. Dr. Neville truly knows what adrenal fatigue is, why these little guys are so important in our life, and then also understands how to get to the root of why the adrenals are dysfunction anyway, right? It's all about the root cause therapy. 4 months in the program, I am almost brain fog free. My fatigue has improved quite a bit. I have ups and downs, but now I know how to handle those. I am almost sleeping through the night, which has been amazing. My libido has come back. There's just a number of things that have improved. But the biggest thing is that I feel like myself again.
I saw something on Facebook about Dr. Neville and decided that I would give the Climber Healing Center a call. And when I did, immediately they were so kind to me. They started to ask me about what my symptoms were, what was going on, and they listened to me. I couldn't believe it. My understanding of my condition now through Dr. Neville has taught me many things to look for so that I'm aware more of what's going on with me. It wasn't just here's a pill and you'll get better. It was me actively working with him and with the supplements and my diet and lifestyle to change to be where I am today, where I am literally working on a daily basis now. I could barely get a day into work. I was on a couch all the time. So daily I work with my company. I have horses and ride them now. I'm able to do many of the things that I was able to do in the past. I just know, when to stop and when I can go now much better. And that physically has changed my life and given me really my life back again. There is a way to be able to come through this and have your life back again, and that's what it's given me.
I had spent years exhausted, dizziness, needing a couple days a month just to be in bed and to rest, and I'd really gotten exhausted from going from doctor to doctor. Then a friend of mine just happened to be talking to me, and she knew of Dr. Neville. So I reached out, I looked at their website and met with Dr. Neville. My first meeting with him, I knew I had landed at the right place. He spent an hour talking with me and listening to my whole story. He came up with a plan after listening to me, and he made it so easy with just everything on paper. Take away, here's your folder, here's everything you need to know, and here are all the steps. I've been with Dr. Neville now for several years. I've followed his program, and I really am in a good place now. I am back to living the life that I had. I'm confident that I can always reach back out to Dr. Neville. I go on the phone calls weekly when I need to, and sometimes I just go on and just listen. I really have had success. I feel well, and I really do owe it all to Dr. Neville.
I was unable to get off the couch. I couldn't go on walks anymore with my husband on this beautiful trail that we live by. I couldn't socialize with family. It wasn't the life that I wanted, and I knew that it wasn't right. And one day I was Googling, I was wired and tired, couldn't sleep, late night Googling. And I found this video that Dr. Neville had put on YouTube, and I went to his website, looked up everything, and I immediately signed up for him because I felt like this was someone who was an expert on adrenal fatigue. He understood it, and boy, was I right. The care that I received during that year was unparalleled and invaluable. This is a condition that I have to manage like my entire life, and managing the condition allows you to live at your peak. I'm able to do the things now that I was never able to do before. I hosted Thanksgiving dinner with, all of my family. Daughters came, stayed for a week, hosted them, cooked for them. had family over, visited with family. I mean, these are things that I could not do before. This has been an invaluable program to me.